talk. It doesn't matter, it will get dark at 3 or 4. I didn't want to hear Polish things.
At this moment, I'm just having cultural shock.
Yes.
Back in my days.
Back in my
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Or baretes. Or dzień dobry. We are volunteers, if you don't know, in Poland, in Łódź. And nearly 6 or 7 months we are here and doing volunteering here, but we're from different countries. I'm Astrid and I'm from Armenia.
I'm from Armenia and I'm Evgenia.
Yes. We call her Eugene.
And I'm Ola and I'm from Poland. Welcome. Dzień dobry.
And today we're gonna talk about cultural differences, cultural shock that we had during our volunteering experiences. We can start 20's talk. I have first question for you. When you came here to Poland, what was your first cultural differences, not shock? Because when we say shock, it seems like, oh, why it was shock for me. But to tell the truth, I didn't have any that kind of shock. But I can say that I had cultural differences.
Wait, I have to think.
Yeah.
Before you are thinking, can I say something?
Jump. And of course, we have someone
Mariam from Armenia
Armenia.
again, but it is
But
or
it
in my
is-
dialect.
She forgot her dialect.
Paryordzas or
Very good.
something. I just want to mention that it's the basic information that I think all of us know about culture shock. It's like has 4 stages: honeymoon, frustration, adjustment, adaptation. And I just wanted to mention that I had all of them. And in general, people say that the frustration may be like 6 months. I have that frustration for 1 or 2 months. And culture shock isn't like shock. You can feel cultural shock as like sadness, maybe some kind of depression. And I remember that for the first time I was so excited that some people aren't even going out from that stage. So it depends on you. You should decide how you're gonna react to those situations. It's good, it's bad. If it's bad, okay, it's gonna end somehow. I wasn't noticing. I didn't notice anything else. It was really honeymoon with Poland. And then it came frustration, and it was like stressful situations. But I was so stressed that even basic situations that aren't so bad, I was accepting that as, oh my god, what I'm gonna do. Also, I want to mention that it's normal that you can adapt to the different culture, and the frustration stage is so difficult that you just give up and going back to your country. It's okay as well.
It's not your episode.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I know that there were stages when I went to Warsaw training.
Yeah.
They told us that there is a stages, and I told, should we have that third stage that you will be in a stress stage? Oh my god, I will never have that stage. And I really was in a honeymoon stage. It was even broken buildings, destroyed buildings for me. Like, wow, it's so beautiful. It was really honeymoon. And now I think I'm in a 4th stage. What's the 4th stage?
Adaptation.
Adaptation. Yes, adaptation is like you feel that already
The
you are
third is
in.
like adjustment when
Yeah,
you're changing.
Yes, you had a lot of time to think when we had advertisement. And
No, I didn't have any shock when I came here because maybe it wasn't my first experience. It wasn't a shock. It was like more. I was so excited that I am out of my country. I'm in a new country and I'll be staying here. More like that.
for me, it was Armenian people are very loud. They are talking a lot. They're talking very loud. They're talking each other, even strangers talking with each other. And here I noticed that people are very, very quiet. They're not talking each other. They're not smiling, but it's not like I'm judging why they're like that. It's like type of them, and it was strange for me. Maybe something bad happened. and it was cultural differences. And when we Armenian girls, when we are sitting in a bus, we are talking very loudly, we are laughing
not
very
noticing
loudly, and
it.
everyone, who are they?
Yes, as a Polish person, I can answer to it that Polish people can be a little distant from the beginning because they are keeping the borders. Yes, but when you met them, they're becoming your best friends and they can do anything for you.
Yeah.
So it's just about trust, I think, and relationship that you need to build somehow. This is what I noticed also while traveling, me as a Polish person, and meeting with different cultures.
Yes, I noticed that after some months later, I noticed that they're already smiling you. They noticed that we are usually sitting past 52 and we already know the
All of the
people
junk.
that. Yes, and I noticed that they're so helpful. They're smiling. They're try to help you with everything. Yes, I agree with that. In this stage of adaptation, I already feel like I also part of me is like Polish now, and when we are trying to speak Polish. And what about the other cultures that you were not?
I can talk a little about my Greco-Polish friendship because this is the country that I'm traveling the most. I'm a Polish girl, but yes, my best friend, she's from Greece, and we know each other for a very long time, so we are noticing a lot of differences. But what we noticed that even if our countries, they are so different in different parts of the globe, not globe but Europe, and the history is different, the people and this thing that I said before, it's similar, that they Polish and Greeks, they can be a little distant, but when they become your friends, we are friends forever and we can do anything. But what was cultural shock for me definitely is that when you travel to some country, it turns out that it's not Greece from a postcard, right? It's here. I have some souvenirs. Yes, when you are inside of someone's house, kind of, and when you get to know people more and their problems, what they are coping with, it's turning out that the Greece is not only the beautiful landscapes. I could say everything about all of the touristic countries, but it's more complex, and it's amazing for me to feel also kind of patriotic for different country, as being friends with different person from different country.
Yeah, and you were a volunteer. I know in volunteer or you were studying student. Did you have?
I had more
any
culture shock there than here. I
uh,
got
What
trained
was
there.
what was the most
What?
memorable one? Yes.
Yes. I think the fact that maybe I was thinking that German was the most punctual country, but it turned out that it was Austria. It's always late. And everyone will be agree with me. So it's a piece of the Germany. Anyways, yes, and after Armenia, it was so shock for me that the bus will come in the hour that it was written somewhere.
It's something important for us that missing in Armenia, but hope one day. But they started to
I
do
think
it
we
already.
have that timetables
But,
already in the
yes, but
bus. Who knows?
I have next question. What's the funniest or weirdest thing that happened due to cultural habits or language confusion? I can say that that people are going someone's house and taking off their shoes because in Armenia, when you're going someone's house, you're not taking off the shoes, and even it's shameful that you are taking off your shoes. Why you are taking off? Come, don't take off your shoes. And when I came here, it's not cultural shock. It's something that's different from our countries. And even when I went to Sweden to Armenian family, they're living there nearly 20 or more years, and they already Swedish culture. They're living. And I noticed that they are coming and everyone walking without shoes at home, and me, I need shoes, and I quietly went to the door, took off my shoes, and came back like nothing happened. I also took off my shoes. Yes, it was the differences.
No, in my house we're taking off the shoes because of my aunt.
There are some people who are so clean that everything should be clean and dirty, but it's not cultural something.
Yeah,
In Armenia, it's like.
But I think we also in Poland we have this culture of slippers, of those fuzzy slippers that we, when we are coming home from work, for me, for example, me, I like to change my clothes. I put some comfortable clothes. Yes, take out everything, and maybe this is also connected with this.
And
But
I think it's not only Poland, in all Europe.
But I'm talking about those slippers because they are everywhere. You can buy it in Poland. Slippers.
Even it's so in Armenia, when I was in school, I was studying, and I didn't like waking up early. What I did, I was wearing school dresses at night and we're sleeping with that because I should wake up at 8. But when I already dressed up, I would wake up at 8:30. Yes, and I didn't have to spend time on wearing.
So
my
you
mom
were not
can
wearing
say,
pajamas?
we're wearing. It was just a kid.
It's only her.
It's only me. Yes, it's not something traditional.
At this
It's
moment,
me and my brother and my sister. It's our home.
at this moment, I'm just having cultural shock.
Right
now, live cultural shock.
And my mom can come to me and say, "You also could wear your shoes. It will be faster. You will run. We come and run."
I was living next to our school, and sometimes I was forgetting that I'm with my slippers. To school.
Now my younger sister, she's not forgetting. She's just don't have any. She's lazy to wear her shoes. She's going with her slippers. This generation, I don't know how it's called. Generation.
Back in my days.
If we are in outfits topic, I can also talk about culture shock for me in America. You can see those videos that they are going in pajamas to school, and meanwhile, I can say as a Slavic person, and there is also this stereotype or those jokes that the Slavic girls are always so chic and dressed.
Armenia as well.
But also, Armenia as well.
Even that the supermarket is next to our home.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will, not only me, but all Armenians will dress up and go supermarket. I cannot go with pyjama or home wearing.
So this was a cultural shock for me because the school, it's a place that you're getting a knowledge. It's an important place.
Yes, and I had that shock after UK because in UK kids are wearing uniforms, special uniforms, and I saw that in the US people go with pajamas.
But what do you think? Which one is better, to have uniform or to be more comfortable?
I think uniforms. Why? Because they will learn that every occasion should have their uniforms. When they grow up, they know. For example, they are going jazz concert. They will not go with pajamas or sporty. Yes, they will have that culture. But also they can. No, for me, it's wearing uniforms. For you?
Yes, I also like this vision of having uniforms, but at the same time, I'm thinking that with our outfit, we can express ourselves. And so I'm mixed.
There's a bad side of being comfortable because, for example, in schools where the kids don't have the personality yet, like we have, like adults, they also like to show off a lot of stuff. And there is also diversity in the economical situations in the classes. I think it's better to have the uniform so others will not
differ.
Yes.
Yes, but on the other hand, it's sometimes students will buy that uniforms, and people who don't have money for it, they will
Or maybe the
Awesome.
school should be provided.
Each
Yes.
school will provide, yes.
Mhm.
I think they can do middle, like once a month they can come with their clothes or with pajamas.
But I know the fact from the Korea, they have the uniforms
Mhm.
and they have the other ways to show off. Like they are doing it with the backpacks.
Uh-huh.
If they have the certain brand, then they are more rich.
Oh, yeah.
Or the sneakers.
And what about language?
Mhm.
We know that it's Polish is Slavic language, and
Mhm.
from Slavic language we know Russian. And for us, it wasn't so difficult because there are a lot of words that is similar, and we can understand the context of it. Of course, at first it was very difficult to something. Yes, something.
We were saying Choynik
Tiny Korchaki, even we're living in a street Korchaki, and Korchaki means
Yes,
Okay,
from my Polish speaking perspective, I also love learning new languages, but the most similar to Polish is actually Czech and Slovak. And with my friends from Czech, I love speaking in our multicultural way. It's also very funny because some of the words are very similar, some of them are the same but means completely different thing. But yes, also I can a little understand Russian and Ukrainian. So maybe it was easier for you to catch up some
Adapt.
words. Yes, and adapt.
Yes, when I was in Armenia, I thought, why I need Russian? I'm not using it. Of course, in my daily life, my Instagram posts are in Russian and English, but we are not using it in daily life. There's no place to use it. It's mostly in English. But I came here and understood that it's benefit that I know Russian, and it helped me a lot.
Finally came to
Yes,
use.
and sometimes it even helped me to communicate with Jaden.
Yes, and also we have volunteers from other countries,
Yes.
from Azerbaijan, from Turkey, from Caucasus, and they also know Russian. And yes.
Maybe with older people from Poland, seniors.
Yeah.
And it helps us to have less cultural shock.
Mhm.
It's not shock cultural differences. It helps us to adapt soon. Yes.
Quicker, yes.
Adapt quicker, yes.
Yes, as we can also add a small fun fact, we are in Łódź, it's the center of Poland, which is also, I would say, which is very intercultural, and we are meeting here a lot of cultures. It was always like this. It was the center of culture shock.
Yes, here is more less people from our age, and it was for me like very young people, and then I understand that all people in the world. So then recently I went to club and I said that everyone is there.
Yes.
You find them, and every week I'm going to party with young people there.
That's how we're living in our 20s.
So we talked about everything. Last thing we can discuss, and also we can suggest how we overcome it. Last thing I would like to ask about cuisines. For me, Polish traditional foods are very, very different from Armenian, and I discovered that there is a lot of soups. They have different kind of borscht, red borscht, white borscht.
There are different kind of red borscht and different kind of white borscht as well.
I tried żurek.
Yes.
It was something different from our culture. It's who don't know, it's bread and inside is soup with egg and sausage. It had strong flavors.
Yes,
Yes, I think
soury.
Yes, and I think not everyone will like it. But as I like flavors, yes, I liked it.
Yes. For me, it's a flavor of childhood because not actually żurek, but very similar soup, zalewajka, was very traditional in my house. So this is childhood taste for me.
For me, childhood was the bread.
Mhm.
In Armenia, my mom always brought yes that black bread.
Mhm.
My childhood bread. That's why I also like it.
Mhm.
Right here, that you like
Dumplings.
dumpling. Everything here with onion. If you don't like onion, don't
I
try.
started to eat onion.
What's your favorite from Polish?
My favorite dish. Yes, I would say pierogi, but only my grandma's, of
Mhm.
course. And they need to be crispy. You can
Mhm.
eat it two ways, boiled or
Mhm.
fried.
Uh-huh.
And yes, fried are my favorite ones.
I tried only boiled. That's why I don't like it.
Fries are very crispy, you know.
Mhm.
Amazing. And what else? Something that we are not talking enough, I think, it's compote. And it's
Compote,
also very
yes.
popular in, I think, your
In
countries.
Armenia, yes. We have a lot of. We have even
Yes.
time for doing that compote.
Exactly.
That all mothers are gathered
At the
together
end
and
of
doing
the summer.
compote.
And it's very traditional because we are laughing that this is our way for when kids are asking, Mom, do we have something to drink like cola or Sprite? And Mom's like, we have compote.
My favorite is with cherry.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And from the sweets, if I can finish my top three of Polish dishes is also any kinds of pie. Apple is our traditional
Mhm.
fruit.
Mhm.
So the apple pie, also like szarlotka,
Mhm.
also is very popular for me.
Armenian popular variety is lavash. First thing that I miss is lavash. But we're lucky that in Poland, in Łódź, there are places that baking
Yes.
lavash, and I feel that's.
Oh,
I
I miss
like-
matnakash.
Yes, Armenian words. And I noticed that Polish people and Polish friends, I have Polish friends here, that they also like lavash, and I bought from here and give to them.
Yes. Sometimes I'm sick of bread and I'm jealous of lavash and also pita, you know, this vibe of the south of Europe. And tell me, girls, how was surviving winter in Poland?
Depressed.
At first, it was like
Because you came in
it's,
September,
October. Yes.
So it was so it was fall, ending of mid fall. The trees were still a little green, but the winter was coming.
Yes, and I say, come on, it's just time. It doesn't matter. It will get dark at 3 or 4, because in Armenia it's getting dark at 5. But in Poland it's getting dark at 3 or 3:30. And even I remember that it was all in the winter. It was nearly at 3 or 3:30, and I was. It's time to go to sleep. Oh my god, it's just 4. What should I do? Yes, and
it was always like you don't have time. You have so limited time. You have to do everything until the 3. But the reality was that we have time after.
Yes, it was just dark.
Yes.
I think you just need to get used to it.
I'm used to that, yes.
And sometimes you have to force yourself to do something. Just because you realize that you're at home already 3 days and you're not going out because it's cold.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, winter is kind of a time for yourself, because you're spending this time with you. You can go outside for a walk, but it can be -18 sometimes. No, but this is what I realized.
But now what I like that now I watch time and say, wow, it's 8 and it's light.
Yes.
Sun, still sun.
Yes.
This gives you the appreciation of spring, the waiting
of the sun.
Yes.
The first thing that I can say I overcome it snorkeling due to my friends. Because we gather together a lot in home. Madam, you saw her in the beginning of the video. She's baking a very good stuff, and we're gathering together.
Even if we don't want to communicate,
Yes.
just because she made something,
Yes, we're coming and just started to laugh, play something, and yes. And how you overcame these whole cultural differences, like language barrier.
Maybe
Uh,
accepting it. Just to understand that it's different. It helps a lot.
mhm. But in a second stage of this cultural differences, how it called second stage, madam?
Frustration.
Frustration.
Yeah.
In that stage, I didn't want to hear Polish language because even I know Russian, I understood context, but it was a lot for me, and I wear my headphones to not listen them. I was listening always Armenian something to overcome that stage, and tried to talk with my family to listen more Armenian something, and it helped me a lot to overcome that stage.
I did the opposite.
You heard a lot Polish?
Yeah, I tried.
Just accept.
Yes, it's the best way, and to have some kind of connection with them. To not try to avoid it, but to come closer and to connect.
I did it in a stage 3 orientation stage. I tried to make Polish friends, even though it was very difficult cultural differences.
My Polish friend.
Now she's
Easy
also
job.
our friend as well. Not only you. Yes, and I tried to get closer to Polish people, to know them better, because I had that language barrier. Not language, I think mindset. Because I already mentioned that Armenian people like to talk loudly with emotions. I went to with Italian uh, to my Polish friend and tell something with emotions. Do you know this? I did this. Da, 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 with Armenian vibe, and they give reaction very cold and me. Come on, what's wrong with me? And it was very difficult. Then I go closer to Polish people and understand that it's their culture, and I also somehow became like them, or I try to explain what is John mean, because John in some countries means it's a name. Just, why you call me John? It's a name. It means darling.
Like kochanie in Polish.
Yeah. But what's the best part that we have people from Caucasus, from Azerbaijan, from Turkey, and when we say John, they understand us. Yes, they understand us. And there's lots of words that they understand. My safe place became that people from Azerbaijan, from Turkey, because they understood our vibe. They understood what we say. Even we were talking English, we were talking Russian, English, Armenian, then they get it and say yes. That's how we have friends, Azerbaijan boy, Farid.
Hi, Farid.
Hi, Farid, yes. And so we trying to say, translate in English, Eugene, how to say Razetka in English, and he said, yes, I know what that is. They're not even trying to translate it. Yes, and I understood that I forgot my English because we're talking Russian English. Yes,
Caucasian English.
Caucasian,
Yes, but I think we also have to mention the part that we were so in the distress stage of cultural shock that we went back to Armenia because of that. You know? Don't you remember?
Yes.
And it helped us also to overcome.
But I want to mention that I had that reverse cultural shock.
Yeah, when we went back, we were already not the same people.
Yes, I understood that. I just understood that I had that shock. The first in December we went to Armenia, and it was cultural shock for me.
Yeah.
Why these people are so loud? Because you are living here, that people are so quiet, and you're going to airport, and you already notice that people are loud, looking at you like, who are you like this? And you feel that
Yes, but
shock.
do you remember when we met the woman in the Austrian airport?
Hmm.
And it felt like we know that woman already for 1,000 years. She was like, "Yeah, girls, can
Yes.
you look for my bag?" And that,
Yes, from good part that it helped me to come back with fresh energy and go back, spend time with my family. In this stage, you feel that. What's interesting that now it's time to enjoy everything. It's spring. There is lots of parks to go to enjoy, parties, but I feel a lot that I want to go back to protect my family. But I also understand it's um, no reason to act on emotion and to need to enjoy everything here.
yeah. So the tips how to overcome the culture shock.
For me, is to spend a lot of time with your friends. It's first thing for me.
And understanding of differences.
Accept it.
Yes. It's the third.
It's the third.
Yes, for me also what I think will help you is to get to know more city and the culture generally, just to understand how to fit in.
To have local friends, they will help you to understand why it's like that. Five.
Yes. While discovering yourself, you can discover how you are behaving in the new place.
Yes, and it's also advantage that you're not in your country, and you can take a lot of risks. And it's also advantage of being 20s because you have a lot of time and a lot of time to make some mistakes and work on it.
Yes, and even I had a lot of stress here, but I had more enjoyable moments, and I have never regret that I come here. And it was the best year of my life, the best decision.
Yeah.
Even
We
it's
have
hard.
to mention that we chose this program spontaneously.
Yes.
Nobody had any plans before.
Yes, it's like, Mariam, let's apply to this opportunity. And yes, and we feel told that we'll come.
Let's go to Armenia. Let's go. No, let's go to Armenia. It was. Let's go to Italy.
Yes, we are thinking the here is to do some things spontaneously.
Yes, but we're talking only about like we are doing this with Armenian girls group activities, but also it's important to mention that you have to overcome that fear of doing something alone, and it also will help you a lot.
Yeah, sometimes here you need to stay alone to understand why it's like that, because here everything world seems so noisy, and you need to close your ears and understand why it's like that. Stay alone and do some things
And
alone.
also do not understand being alone as being lonely. It's completely different stuff.
Yes. And if you were a volunteer, you can also write in comments how you overcame. Subscribe and like, and also write comments how you
And also go to our
overcame.
Instagram.
Maybe
How you
not
overcame your volunteering part. Yes.
And if you have something on your mind, just like we did this podcast.
Yes, if you have some questions, you can write. We can discuss it again and again. So
enjoy your volunteering and 20s.
Us.
20's talk.